It took no more than 15 minutes for Song to return from the cave. Yongju had been counting. He would have felt worse if it had taken longer. Today he couldn't blame the rain. They'd lost half the day all due to his recklessness. Instead of a pained walk to the sitting room, Song insisted Yongju get comfortable on the bed. Yongju tried to replicate the pose from before his tumble. Though the setting was different, he wore the same still damp outfit. He prayed the moisture wouldn't seep through the towel and soak the bed sheets he'd need sleep on later. As Song's face peered out from behind the easel as he worked, Yongju sat still. Listening to the paintbrush rhythm against the canvas, the mixing of custom colors. Tension from earlier thickened the silence, Song too focused to notice Yongju blushing. On occasion Song's eyebrows knitted together, as if he'd made a mistake. He would scrape the paint with his palette knife, or texture the area with bold smears. Whatever he created, no doubt would turn out uniquely beautiful. The stinging in his limbs persisted but had dulled. Perhaps because he hadn't moved for some time now. Grateful, Yongju thought back Song's rattled visage. How he pushed aside his obvious discomfort to look after him. He couldn't recall if he'd ever known Song to have a fear of blood, but he hadn't handled the sight of it well. When Song leaned back to examine the canvas, paint streaked his jaw and dotted his chest. He had an expression that read, "It's not my best, but it will do." Yongju watched as reached down to drop his brushes into a dingy cup of water beneath his protesting stool. Rubbing a thumb across his bottom lip, Yongju smiled as it left slate-purple paint in its wake.